This discovery was made by mere chance. In March 1974, a peasant from Xi'an went to the mountains to dig a well. To his surprise, he found many ceramic fragments sticking out of the ground instead of water when digging. This became one of the most significant archaeological finds of all time. The Terracotta Army of Qin Shi Huang, the emperor who united isolated Chinese states into a single empire in the 3rd century BC. The notable historic relic dates back to 210 to 209 BC. Each of 8,000 warriors is a full-size statue made of clay that weighs about 135 kilograms. The weight of each horse is 335 kilograms. The baked material was covered with a special organic substance and painted. The innumerable army buried 1.5 kilometers from the emperor's tomb instead of real warriors is believed to be an ancient way for a leader to affirm his total authority and to gratify his ego in this world and beyond. More than 700,000 people worked for 38 years to build the Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum and create his terracotta army.
In many remarkable ancient Greek ruins, you may notice the Parthenon in Athens, which isn't exactly in its best condition. This enormous temple, dedicated to the goddess Athena, was certainly one of the finest examples of Doric architecture and completed in the 5th century BC. It's been through quite a bit of punishment in the past, and it's truly a miracle that it's still standing, and not some mythical place that's completely destroyed. The Ottoman Turks, who occupy Greece, used this ancient temple as an ammunition and gunpowder storage depot. The Venetians bombarded the city, and the Parthenon exploded, destroying much of the temple and its artwork. Reconstruction efforts have been diligent in recent years, but certainly it's not even close to the former jewel that it once was. The pillars still stand tall, and we should consider ourselves lucky that some of it woman named Queen Hatshepsut. She revolutionized architecture in Egypt by constructing this unbelievable funerary temple. She's the second confirmed female pharaoh, and she came into power since her father Thutmose never had a son. She's often portrayed as a man and wore the ceremonial beard you see here. Located in Deir el-Bahri, this temple complex is an example of perfect symmetry and was completed in the 15th century BC. For reasons still unclear to this day, her son Thutmose III ordered that his men try to erase any written history of his mother. This included scratching out her name from monuments and even destroying many statues that sat at this remarkable temple. Here in this photo, we see what used to be her image receiving a blessing from Amun-Ra that was completely carved out. Why he didn't just go the next step and just completely destroy her greatest monument is still somewhat of a mystery. Unstable politics in Egypt, as well as foreign invading armies who occupied this country, make it a wonder this place. Giant rock sculptures are found in Egypt, near the border of Sudan, and they're lucky to survive complete destruction. There were some archaeologists willing to dedicate their time and energy in saving these magnificent structures. During the reign of Ramses II in the 13th century BC, he built a huge monument to himself and his queen Nefertiti that he wanted to last for eternity. However, his great achievement was under threat from the rising waters of the Nile after the construction of the Aswan Dam. These were about to become an underwater monument if they didn't move them soon. The pieces of the precious statue were chopped up, and the temple was reconstructed and put back together like a 3D. Among some of the finest city builders in all the world, the Indus Valley civilization inhabited parts of western India and Pakistan. This advanced culture prospered during the Bronze Age, around 330 BC to 1300 BC. Remarkably, one of their biggest cities still exists, despite the test of time. Built around 3000 BC, this city certainly rivals any infrastructure found from Mesopotamia or ancient Egypt at the time. This was a well-planned city that's based on a street grid like we see in modern times. This historic place is found in Pakistan and is known to have supported large bathhouses, structures to house 5,000 people, granaries, 2 large assembly halls, and much more. There could certainly be more parts of this city that haven't been discovered yet. The Pakistani government warned that this site was badly in need of conservation funding, or the site would be completely gone in about 13 years.